Talk to y'all later. Talk to you later. Already did.
Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown. Well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. I put my heart inside it, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside it, and only God knows. Yeah, the Phoenix, but that baby about to snow. I about to know what's a lick with.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
I've been doing this shit for a minute, right? And I feel like they sleeping on me. Let's wake them up. Yeah. Young Hemp ain't home. First I shout out to Miss Peaches, cause that's where this shit begun. And all my brothers keep it know I'm not the only one. Them look at me, I blew up, thought I had a fucking son. He's a trust fund, baby, he ain't gotta hold a gun. And I don't pay no hitters, they just do that shit for fun. I heard you niggas running, all my niggas on the run. First you nigga, getting that designer, yeah, huh? You name me, I can hit some real diamonds, wasn't none. Bitch, we shootin' out. Bodies niggas throwin' pop. You ever let someone and watch that shit just fall apart? My granny there got sick and that shit hurt me to my heart. I got some shit. I was in on the lick. I used to be broke, but now I'm hit. Give me a hit, yeah, yeah. Give me a hit. Give me a hit, yeah, yeah. Give me a hit. Back the dice. Just back the clip. She spit back tip. Give her a hit, yeah, yeah. Give her a hit. Give me a hit, yeah, yeah. Give me a hit. She can't get comfy. If she think that you a she gon' treat you like you bummy. I still don't blow your presence, so I don't be no dummy. Never said I was no angel, I'm just focused on that money. Yeah, I'm from 57 where the choppers get the dumping. Them junkies keep coming, my little niggas run for nothing. A-top come from that nigga, we ain't humble, stick a dick in all these snitches, giving niggas jersey numbers. How could you forget? You real nigga off the rip. I shop around some rappers, ask them how they keep a stick. Soon as you step outside your comfort zone, I get you hit. Yeah, I know good, so nigga, I know crips. Wow, I got some shit. I was in the I used to be broke, but now I'm hit. Give me a hit, yeah, yeah, give me a hit. Give me a hit, yeah, yeah, give me a hit. Back the dice, just back the clip. I got a bitch, she spit back tip. Give her a hit, yeah, yeah, give her a hit. Give me a hit, yeah, yeah, give me a hit.
Flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
I get my work from my neck, though. and that nigga had a top. Still running with the mouth. Like what you got? Take on way back when we was being on the back. Lil' mama is a roller. Yeah, she is back. You must have been the one that told her that she is not. Yeah, they call me young. They from the bottom of the map. We got these hundreds on the bottom of the strap. Yeah, I still up in that bitch. I'm a got a top. That $40 ticket when I'm sneaking in the back. Soon as I do them fast, them bitches bustin' on my lap. Somebody gotta push it when they bustin' in the chop. She asked me with my name, y'all. I said rocks. That bitch ain't pay no cash when she hopped in this name back. She let me do it, I can get the big back. Bitch, I carry niggas, I shoot just like these eyes. Yeah, I stay fly, this shit, I heard I hate her eyes. A nigga play with that face, then a nigga come to that. Yeah, I know
Go back the fuck down.
I'm a fucking chopper, and I stir that sugar pie. Oh, you heard I'm getting rich. Well, that's a fact, remember I ain't had shit. And that nigga had a top, just to run out with the mouth. Like what you got, take on way back when we was being on the back. Lil' mama is a roller. Yeah, she is back, you must have been the one that told her that she is not. Yeah, they call me young, they from the bottom of the map. We got 50s, hundreds on the bottom of the strap. Boy, you fly around with pennies. I get them benches, she don't know she find on hippies. She like them benches, ask about a little nigga. She ain't had any, but she ask about this nigga. She didn't have any, I told me he can keep her. Then when I need her, got her on the same pages. Yeah, that's what we need. When you say leave her, she gon' let me feed her. Yeah, you know I get that ear. Baby, you leave her. She blowing out, the damn bubble. Blood out, and think your best dog. Never too much. The damn dog, the play with us. Then we gon' blast out. What else about the number? I ain't had shit, and that nigga had a top. Still running with the mouth. Like what you got? Take on way back when we was singing on the top. Lil' mama is a roller. Yeah, she is back. You must have been the one that told her that she is not. Yeah, they call me young. They from the bottom of the map. We got 50s, hundreds on the bottom of the strap. GG. NBA. Real gangster shit. Yeah. Where we come from, niggas don't play. Southside nigga on the other way. I slide on a nigga broad day. Them youngers, they be thuggin', don't come in these hallways. And we be on my block making money all day. Yeah, playing with the rocks, put the money in the safe. Screaming on the right, shoot a nigga in the face. Yeah, nigga out of line, we gon' put them in their place. Now look here, I come from beat the snake and I ain't at the other side. I never let it go, I just went all the way. Like a dog, I looked up too many times. I ran it without even trying. I want you to.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you get a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone.
Yeah.
And this basically comes right to him.
Yeah. Young happy homes. Yeah. Running back, turbo. Choppers on everything. You wanna try? First you gotta have a plan. She's not gonna win. She dropping it down. My little butter pecan. She got a time. You need a man. And he need a fast. And y'all need a plan. And y'all can be blind. Do you understand? What the fuck I'm saying? Do you understand? Yeah, what the fuck I'm saying? I'm making plays. You have to get out of my way. I was riding up quick. She said I'm not safe. 2 bells on my shirt, bitch, get out of my face. Go get you see it's a lot on my plate. Go get you see that they lie on their face. I make a money and I make a mistake. Already don't like me, I know they gon' hate. She fuck me good, just like she should. She fuck me breakfast and Romeo Wood. Ain't leaving nothing and that's understood. Really respect her when she in the hood. Really respect her when she in the bar. Go to my letterman, that's how I fall. She said I'm a gentleman and I'm a boss. You're so elegant, I got a valid, y'all. To all of my exes, what? said I'm arrogant, my bitch, she intelligent. I'm sipping on medicine, they can't get no evidence. Drastic measurements, this shit was heaven sent. Everything is on the man. You wanna check, first you gotta have a plan. She's so aware, she trippin' goddamn. My little butter pecan, yeah, she got a time. Girl, you need a man, and he need a band, and y'all need a plan.
Woo! Get myself, nigga.
Do you understand?
That's not bad.
Do you understand? Yeah, that was what I'm saying.
What the fuck did you say? I got money in roll, baby. I got hundreds of money, baby. In the bag of the van. I used to eat out the can. Straight from a flight to Sudan. My little bitches to fuck me, you know what the plan. The plan is to get you in the bed and beating it up like it's Superman. Cupping no pussy that's in the set. I fuck it and put it on better days. And I be smelling like lemonade out of Minute Maid. And that bitch is door pull up in the door. And it's in the days, put you in the days. Oh yeah. Do you understand? I used to hit the corner, really picture. Do you understand? I hit the block on the phone. All my niggas do the most. Me and Glizzy like the bros. Disappearing in the ghost.
Choppers on deck, everything is on the man. You wanna check, first you gotta have a plan. She's so aware, she trippin' goddamn. My little butter pecan, she got a time. Girl, you need a man, and he needs a band, and y'all need a plan, and y'all can't be blind. Do you understand what the fuck I'm saying? Do you understand? Yeah, what the fuck I'm saying?
House with a lake, really big face. Body of hands, I see the fake.
Hey! Oh, nigga! Damn! Damn, man! Come on!
Man, bitch, they won't watch out the sweater. Bitch, I'm money and I'm tryna race. The money, we gon' get it break. Niggas are people, you telling you can't. All the shit on that land in this way. You gon' get rich, cause you know what your rent. Got to go for watches, don't look on no way. It's all looking at it, ain't know what you think. You can ride that down, me down to the grave. It's hard in the picture without all the pain. I look in your eyes and I can't see the pain. I just wanna bounce so I give her a ring. So you a diamond, don't need a price. You just need a hero to know that you say. Just made an agency, gon' give me pay. I pay one more chain and I'm gon' be a slave.
Choppers on deck, everything is on the man. You wanna check, first you gotta have a plan. She's so aware, she trippin' goddamn. My little butter pecan, yeah, she got a time. Girl, you need a man, and he need a band, and y'all need a plan, and y'all can't be blind. Do you understand what the fuck I'm saying? Do you understand? Yeah, what the fuck I'm saying?
Working from the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring
This your zebra here.
now on
You
back deep for the Saints is 10.
hear me? I'm Big Cafe. You know Cafe.
This is
I'm in here. Easy for those suckers. Yeah. But you're talking about that. No, Cafe home.
2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it from the Boston State. They say that the athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I can't go back. They do 2 interceptions in the first quarter, but really big game.
Yeah,
Not quite at that level.
GG. Trap baby, I'm a trap baby. Woo! I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. I be inside the bacon with the fucking crack baby. Hey, I'm a trap baby, yeah, I'm a trap, yeah. All my niggas walking around with fucking scraps, baby. Woo! I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. What? Just wanna get the big hole, let me move the stash, baby. Hey, I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. Try nigga been hitting them licks where you can go and ass, baby. Okay, bitch, you undecided, I'm not really with surprises. And I bought that bitch some outfits, cause I got the wrong sizes. If you know anything about health, they know I don't do no hiding. And my little bitch don't like when I rock that stone island. Hey, wanna ask, baby, I got your why you still moving back, baby. Ain't got no time, no nigga, I can't no break your back, baby. Bitch is so sick, though, but she like them trap babies. Always been a thug, yeah, I real where I'm from. Bitch, I'm in a club, so I do what I want. Fucking up them bands, she gon' let me fuck. I'm not ice cream man, yeah, this my ice cream check. I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. I be inside the bacon with them fucking crack baby. Hey, I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. All my niggas walking around with fucking straps baby. I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. Just wanna get this big hole, let me move the stash baby. Hey, I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. I never hit the list where you can go and ask baby.
Tried to pull me over, I didn't stop because I'm black. I got no lights, I'm out of bone, I got too much shit in the back. I had to relocate the trap, I think they on to the spot. My niggas gon' ride about me, right or wrong, I got they back. You my little bitch on your line, you come get everything that you got. My young niggas on your line, they come through, everybody getting shot. I got pounds when they come through, close you, everybody getting taxed. I be where the money count, I told us right here on my life.
I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. I be inside the bacon with them fucking crack baby. Hey, I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. All my niggas walking around with fucking straps baby. I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. Just wanna get the big hole, let me move the stash baby. Hey, I'm a trap baby, I'm a trap baby. I never been in the list where you can go and ask baby. Hey, I'm a trap baby, my heart is black. My massive birthday, got it up black, triple niggas inside the tape. I got shit out. Young Happy home. Diamonds make me feel good, make you feel good. I put a chain for all of my pain. These niggas can't touch it, that's word to my mother. Didn't work this out to remain the same. That's a bust down on my little brother. Big ass like that, look like a metal. But so nice, I did dance with the devil. But I don't really because she was special. That's a 41 girl, let me flex you. When you got power, they gon' try to touch you. I'm still that nigga, you don't wanna touch it. You match my speaker, you fly to touch it. For the kid, want me hard to catch you. Diamonds make you feel good, they make you feel good. Diamonds make you feel good, they make you feel good. Being that still like I be in the streets. Run it to you, you don't run it to me. I know that comment is spelled with a C. I got some shots that ain't under the seat. I know that enough might be coming for me. I know some thoughts tryna bump it to me. Change the first time I never seen them. Come on my show tryna get it for free. Everybody acting on the hill. I just chopper that know how to rap. I got the Uzi right here on my lap. I keep an AR-15 in the back. Money is the bust on my trap. I used to keep a little stash in my sack. No niggas mad that I'm speaking this back. Got a little back, she start calling me fat. Got a little money, start calling me poppy. I still remember the time that she blocked me. I had to leave that little bitch in the lobby. I had to flex on her cause she was cocky. Holla tips on me, ain't doing no pocket. BBS natural, I'm slide like hockey. I want 100 M's in a Bugatti. I want to none of these hoes and I'm sorry. I put a chain for all of my pain. These niggas can't touch it, that's word to my mother. Didn't work this out to remain the same. That's a bust down on my little brother. Big ass like that, bitch look like a metal. But so nice, I did dance with the devil. Throw up her really because she was special. That's a 41 girl, let me flex you. When you got power, they gon' try to touch you. I'm still a nigga, you don't wanna touch you. You match my smoker, you fly to check you. For the kid, want me hard to catch you. Diamonds make you feel good, they make you feel good. Diamonds make you feel good, they make you feel good. Didn't have to warn you that I was a savage. You play with Chichi, we gonna do magic. Skipped every class, but wasn't mathematics. My bitch is CC like she got a habit. 3 racks a pound if you wanna come grab it. Stick up the house, we don't put it in attic. Just got his dog and he gonna bat it. She think I'm a big dog cause I got a fatty. She said we one of these niggas be chicken. I don't think none of these niggas they snitching. I don't think none of these niggas be killing. I don't think none of these niggas be real. Fly little bitch, hit around with her. She like where I get a one-way ticket. There's no spin my name when I'm in it. Grab my tail when I hit it. Diamonds make you feel good, they make you feel good. Diamonds make you feel good, they make you feel good. Diamonds make you feel good, they make you feel good. Diamonds make you feel good, they make you feel good. I put a chain for all of my pain. These niggas can't touch it, that's word to my mother. Didn't work this out to remain the same. That's a bust down on my little brother. Big ass like that, look like a metal. mess with the devil. Put her because she was special. That's a 41 girl, let me flash you. When you got power, it goes to protection. I'm still that nigga, you don't wanna touch it. You match my smoker, you fly to touch you. Fuck on the kid, want me hard to catch you. Make you feel good, it make you feel good. Make you feel good, it make you feel good.
Won't you, man?
For those guys to be part of that exclusive club and have something that no one else in the league has that signifies them as 99s. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Young happy homes. I get this feeling, I can't describe. Go call them bad bitches up, I need me a fight. Young nigga on fire, I can't deny it. Now put your hands up, little nigga, or you gon' die. I get that cash, yeah, I get it fast. And if I fuck with the bitch, might get her back. Get the bitch a new ass, get her new ass. Get the bitch a new swag, get a new swag. Tell me that ain't enough real niggas left her, that was the last. Trash that money and my little bitch gon' bring it back. So many rats on me, I might fuck around and get her back. Love that Lambo, but that Camry move real fast. I just pulled up for, I'm hoping I don't crash. Stretch that money and my little bitch gon' bring it back. So many rats on me, I might fuck around and get her back. Love that Lambo, but that Camry move real fast. I just pulled up for, I'm hoping I don't crash. I was smoking, no bitch be smoking Scotty. Got the goddess bitches rolling up the molly. Selling bricks, fuck your bitch, yeah, that's my hobby. Stupid bitch, bit my dick, but she said sorry. Goddamn, they watch Hefe shoot the shot. Swipe a baby, young Hefe. Little dot, she so hot, I got the digits. Little dot, you got that jump in your trunk, girl, let's get it. This our automatic pump, let's get it. Trust that money and my little bitch gon' bring it back. So many rats on me, I might fuck around and get her back. Love that Lambo, but that Camry move real fast. I just pulled the phone, I'm hoping I don't crash. Stretch that money and my little bitch gon' bring it back. So many rats on me, I might fuck around and get her back. Love that Lambo, but that Camry move real fast. I just pulled the phone, I'm hoping I don't crash. Got down.
Taken down about a yard shy.
I like that.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime.
This is the mafia. I'm playing. I let this go. Cartier frame. Smoking propane. Yes, I'm bottom. Just like King James. Yeah, your bitch keep on calling. I let the phone ring. Bitch getting on my nerves. Damn, I like it when she twerk. I know she really wants me, but I don't like the hurt. Keep that party on me, cause nigga like the lurk. Bitch, this is the mafia, you know we got that work. I'm in LA with a $250,000 on me. My niggas pumping money, they can't wait to kill some. It's been some times that I've been stunning on you. Bitch, quit all that lie, know how a real nigga comes. Cookie flip, flops on pussy in the joke. She gon' make your hot scotch, but I'm out of fun. I play with big blocks, this ain't rap. My name is the money, bending TikTok, that's what to my mom. They kill my brother, that shit turn me to a damn nerd. I put that chopper to my gut and I don't see shit. You ever see some brains bloody? Can't believe that shit. Your own right hand man, well, you can't believe that shit. I bought a mansion, now my man feel like a penis. We all came from the same shit, but I had to got that. He ain't tryna roll the boat, then he gon' sink the shit. Whole 100 come off the boat, I really seen that shit. Play no games, I let that go. Cartier frame, smoking propane. Bitch, I'm bottom, just like King James. Yeah, your bitch keep on calling, I let the phone ring. Bitch getting on my nerves, damn, I like it when she twerk. I know she really wants me, but I don't like her. Keep it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
GT, little bitch, 30-30, yeah. How the fuck you winning? Now you niggas look crummy. Ask me what happened, nigga, I been getting money. Walking through the storm, I knew my days would get my bitch ain't in a rush. Shout out Ellie.
I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. In order to get the separation that you just talked
Big time.
about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit
AJ. Double down. Yeah.
They do just that.
You been driving me crazy. You been driving me crazy. You been texting daily. You been texting daily. You know I don't do games. You know I don't do games.
3 yards, and now it's second down.
I hope you ain't letting them hit it. I hope you ain't letting them hit it. I hope you staying ambitious. I hope you be committed. Perpetrating the feelings, that ain't the way you get it. You got too much cash, be cautious. Never would admit you were starstruck. Thought about putting you in a Lambo truck. Thought about putting in a Braves truck. Turn up the vibes on the main coast. So much in the raincoat. Mexico to Tokyo. Hotel sweet like a fashion show. Jameson is for the fans. Love kill a nigga like cancer. Put on rings and gashes. Poppin' champagne out in Paris. Part of my team, you better carry it. Sometimes scheme, you little lavish. I can't believe how much carrot that I've been through. Can't imagine. Turn up the truth. Walk through the water. Burberry boots. So then she gon' start every recording. Something to prove. Saving my text, screenshots, breaking the rules. You can be jealous of a whole lot of bitches that ain't the cool. Only if you know, then you know, then you know. Money fast, never slow. No need to boast, having the toast, doing the most.
Wanna ride on the ghost? Wanna feel like a float? Better look like a pro. Back here's my road. Look like Phil Doe. Put spray on my coat. Let it down to the top. Like a lemonade coat. I was playing with they hoes. Don't bring my love. Wanna do my bank account. They said it was gold. I was dripping the water. They would leave this cold. They call up the fire department. I was burning up dope. I was getting my money right. Then I went through it all. And it could have been perfect time. I was already on. Tell me you haven't been lying, cause I don't condone it. You got a rap started to keep your ass at home. Touch been driving me crazy, touch been driving me crazy. We been texting daily, we been texting daily. I want to do fugazi, I want to do fugazi. Hope you ain't letting no hit it, hope you ain't letting no hit it. Hope you staying ambitious, hope you get committed. Perpetrating that feeling, that ain't the way you get it. Water, they would leave bitch cold. They call up the fire department. I was burning up dope. I was getting my money right. Then I went through it all.
Couldn't have been more perfect timing. I was already on. Tell me you haven't been lying, cause I don't condone. You got a rock starting to keep your ass at home.
Hey, Rita, guess what? I brought Barry. Who? I brought Barry Arita. He sounds handsome. Well, duh. He's a delicious new tall boy. I love a tall boy. I brought one for each of us. Oh, Rita, you're so bad. You know we're talking about a new juicy flavor from Rita's, right?
Introducing new limited edition Berry Arita by Rita's.
Have a Rita.
Enjoy responsible 2018 Bud Light Lime Limerita flavored malt beverage, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down. Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
I just wanna see you in the trees up. We can meet up, let it heat up, pull the trees up, kick your feet up. La 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 la. La 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 la. You can bring your girl, you can leave her, you forget your man and some leisure. You can slide on and kick your feet up.
What the fuck on, man? You right there! I'm on him!
They hesitated there. They wanted to go for it. That tells me that during the week,
laser like a peace sign. 2 cups down on the tongue tie. Can't wait till I'm inside. BB to the sunrise. All up in the head like a head tie. 2 cups down by the tongue tie. Can't wait till I'm inside. Picking my face, my hand on the waist. Thinking about it for some days. I'm on the way. In the race, speeding racing to the place. It's that on my face. She staying there for days. So good I don't need a play. That's all she takes. She staying in a place. On this side, legs up like a peace sign. 2 cups down by the tongue tie. Can't wait till I'm inside. 3 feet to the sunrise. All up in the head like a head tie.
Getting set to take the field. And on the last go around, they were getting field position battles and what they're looking for now is a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
Laser like a peace sign. 2 cups. Can't wait till I'm inside. BB to the sunrise. All up in the head like a head tie. 2 cups down like a tongue tie. Can't wait till I'm inside. This side.
Here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still.
How far is it away?
The football partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that
I'm in the
each and every
4th quarter,
time,
man.
won't you?
So I'll see. All right, bro.
Now here live in New
Nah,
Orleans.
nigga, move this moody shady ass. He ain't finna pause for no money. Baby, I'm by.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Forced out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Wentz to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 3 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Carter, go help your mama with them groceries.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
36.
Throwing now is Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Kill! 11. Got it! Hey, 2. 11. Ready, let's take.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep.
Woo. What's up, my baby? What's up, baby? Oh! Remember that.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Wentz going to throw. Dancing to his left. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. For a break. We're back to see what happens after this. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On 2nd down now, Adams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I've been finessing since the 8th grade. Most my but they never fake. Still won't pay the bill even if I ate. I don't pay for meals, I don't go on dates, but I still get the cake, cake. Toes on my page, they've been on my case. Block in that same pace. I'm pretty but I'm big popping. This ain't ordinary, got the gods watching. This ain't ordinary, that's my Drake. He told me I'm the realest and them fake. Never play the bench, I don't play it safe. Don't cut your nose just to spite your face. I stay living and I'm learning every day. Ay. Like I be chillin' with the real estate. Ay. You never set trends if you don't take risks. This ain't my opinion, that's a practice. Secure. The bag. Secure. The bag. Secure. The bag. Secure. The bag. I stay living and I'm learning every day. Not everybody wanna see you in a rush. I work hard just to like this. I pray to God.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Shorty. Black, come on.
Wentz to throw on second down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Von Bell. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They find some open field here. That good for 19 and a first down. Another gigantic game in Week 4 for Kamara. He had 181 all-purpose yards, 3 more touchdowns. Kamara, he leads the league in yards from scrimmage, so I'll ask my resident volunteer here. Could you possibly have seen him becoming a monster like this?
I think it's always easy to say yes after the fact, but we did know before the fact that he had this all-purpose capability, that you could throw it to him. Obviously, he could run it. I did think he could run it better inside than maybe people gave him credit for, and he did that against the Giants, ran for 134 yards. So you could see all those things coming together. But to absolutely say we would see him at this level, this fast, I'm not sure anyone could unequivocally state that.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wendell Smallwood, 36 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's got room. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 43 yards. A great gain there. And you know what might be the best thing about that?
What's that?
I've got him in our fantasy league, Mr. Davis.
But don't you think it's time for you and I to talk trade?
No. No, I'm good. I'm good. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Adams trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Black, come on. Here we go. Stand.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 45 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First down, Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Mike Bennett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Here we go. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Under. 12, 11. 3 seconds.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Now he'll escape to his right. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Breeze now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Saints! Josh Hill, 33 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And he'll bang that one through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now, Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. Flushed out right. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now Wentz. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Got it. Under.
To throw, it's Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Run.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 50. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
5-5. Good set, good set, good set. Hey, two.
Breeze to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Breeze now. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
21.
On first down, Breeze. And going deep for Hill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
21. 11. 21. 13. 12.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Time 4. 0-2. 12. 13. 21. 12. 11. 80%.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with Adams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, here's Adams. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Back now here live in New Orleans. Wins to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now it's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11.
On second down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. Room here to run. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Got it. 5-8.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds right around the 20. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Get set.
Toss play. Kamara shreds the tackle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Get set. Pull down. Monday.
To throw is Breeze. Now he's flushed, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice all the time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
26. 11. Easy, kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Switch. 95-56.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they type of a miracle.
Excuse my motherfucker.
You was the nigga that was in your garage taking shit.
Yeah. Nigga, I'm gonna punch on you if you let the nigga shit.
I thought that was your family or something. Nigga, that nigga.
Yeah, right.
On everything.
That nigga taking that, boy. With black.
Nah, he was like some white nigga.
Like, no, this ain't my family, nigga.
White nigga take that shit.
Shit, you coming out to, you gonna bring it down to Ironside here?
What?
Quarterback.
You just have it tomorrow?
No,
this
nigga.
weekend?
Yeah, Saturday. Tomorrow, Friday. What you want?
Oh, yes. That's my future son-in-law, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
You know,
visit to his future wife and shit, you feel me?
Everybody out there.
What?
Everybody could be here.
Hold on, who gonna be here though?
Everybody.
Nah, I ain't mess with your wife.
Did you hear?
Ooh, Reese. Nah, I never fucked with her. I'm cool, man. But anyway, what you got?
Yeah, same shit. This the cherry pie. That's a Saturday. Super glue.
You ain't lying. That's some sour, nigga.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Shit, man.
Let me get some super glue, nigga. Matter of fact, why you got all this shit in here? This virtual reality and shit. Why you get my cousin my number, nigga? Oh, that nigga. No, I was playing. Oh, that nigga 3 hands and shit. Been ducking and dodging and shit.
Niggas start crackling and shit. What you got, 20?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, nigga. Go ahead, nigga. Go ahead, grabbing that bag, nigga. Before I snatch you and run, nigga. Hell no, nigga. Oh, that nigga said he moved to the dub.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to tell you.
What do you mean? What was he trying to do?
I guess he wants you to come to the dub, be a supplier and shit.
I'm trying to get a far from any less than 100.
I say, nigga. Might as well wait your gas. Oh, started like 8.
Yeah, his birthday was yesterday. He 8 now.
Gucci Mane's home.
10-17, yeah. 10-17-10. He about to leave pretty soon, so you gonna have some money ready? Some candy. That's one thing I like to know. That's what he said.
You leaving when next week?
Yeah.
I ain't paying this Friday, man.
Put something with it, shit, man. That's what I know. What you gonna do?
No, I'm about to do it. I ain't even lie.
Shit, I ain't real talk. You don't like that? I ain't lying. For real?
I already got some bitches from
you ain't gotta, I mean, if you know what I'm saying? Do something small, you know what I'm saying? Like a cutie.
You get a little fight like a little sign,
Let me know, because if you, what you do is you bring me some, I just piece it into what I already got, how much money I already got. So then when you come back, then I'll just break you off like that. If you want to do like, if you want to get a cutie, you catch the cutie, it's like $300-400 difference, you know what I'm saying? Before if you ship the cutie with me, if you ship your money with me, it's gonna be $300 cheaper. Once I get her, and I paid it already, it's gonna be $300-400 more.
As soon as you get it, it's cheaper.
Yeah. Now as soon as I get it, the price go up. Your ass got up though. What you about to do?
Well, we go smoke. We go to sleep, man.
Oh yeah.
I gotta wake up at like 6 in the morning.
For what?
To work, nigga.
Yeah, that's all. I'm so thankful I got my own business.
I don't know, nigga. Fucking pick and choose.
Huh?
So you can pick your own schedule and shit.
Oh yeah, I was in that Reno today. Yeah. Right when I say you better say something. When you start hustling, you get your money stacked, you better get you something. I'm about to give you a food truck.
That's what I was thinking. Ain't y'all about to legalize weed out here?
The 26th, well, you get put over after the 26th, you're gonna get a ticket.
I'm thinking about making a cannabis food truck, man.
That's what Ashley said too. But I'm getting straight pizza. I'm gonna make pizza, bro. I'm gonna get this shit sliced up.
Got some cannabis cheese with it, or something.
Yeah. Okay. Not right now with that, but I want to get my name. Once I get my name out there, get the sliced up name, because when I first open it, I'm gonna be like, shit, I'm giving away free slices and shit from 12 to, you know what I'm saying, from 12 to 2. You know what I'm saying? So people can try my product and shit. Because you gotta still make one. And then once that shit happens, it'll be booming, nigga, make it easy and stuff. Because I'm trying to do it on the east side, because you know what I'm saying? Ain't no pizza place on the east side at all.
Ain't no pizza place on the east, huh? Shit, where you gonna post up at?
Nigga, I'll post it right next across the street from PS4 Broadcast, Everson, nigga. Over there across next to the churches, nigga.
Hell no, man.
What your ass got up, man? Shit, yeah. Shit, you ain't, shit, what you doing, man? Yeah, pull up, man. Shit, we gotta get out here and kick, man.
Yeah,
See,
I'm
old now. We can at least go out there and play pool or something, man.
You gotta make a move, man.
Huh?
So you gotta make a move soon, man.
How you like your little spot where you at now?
Man, shit boring, nigga.
Why you don't fuck with Nick and nobody?
Nick out there?
He in Dale City.
Dale City. He at that crew we went to, that was his crew?
Which crew?
For the party bus and shit.
No. Okay, no, but it is closer, actually closer.
I mean, I live right over, I mean, not live over there, I work over there.
I mean, you know where they look, okay, you know if he's going down Bryant, right, and you pass 44,
yeah.
You go Bryant, and it's like a little elementary right there.
Which one was it called? Shit, 44th and Ryan.
Yeah, it's like Oakland, basically. Hello? What's up, Carlos? What up, fool?
Shit, I know you good. Shit,
Man, send the invite, bro. Alright.
That's a nigga be taking L's from.
I ain't beat that nigga. Look though. You think I'm lying, man? What's this shit say now? This shit popping. Niggas think I'm like lying and shit.
About what?
Niggas just show you shit. Nigga, I said, get your own business, bro. Like this and that. Boy,
I'm trying to, bro. I gotta start from scratch, nigga.
Come out here and chill and watch the games and shit. Maybe you get time and shit. I don't be doing shit. I'm gonna go next week. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen my little AR here. I'm gonna get the
Just rain, nigga.
Get cool here. Yeah, I ain't get nice.
You sure do. I meant to tell you. Oh. You are doing shit.
Huh?
What?
What'd you say?
What happened?
Man, I was talking to my partner outside, and I forgot all about you, to be honest, bro. I forgot I was even playing.
I'm about to bust me the room.
Broadcast that shit. I know you ain't trying to broadcast it, but alright, fool.
I tell that nigga fool you.
Huh?
I tell him to be in the man when y'all figure out shit.
Huh?
Yeah, that nigga money said he would.
Alright.
Yeah.